I thank Biafran people who have gathered here today to make this memorable day again a fruition. It's not been easy since after our convention in Lati in 2024. A lot has happened. Our prime minister was detained prior to the convention, and they could not stop us from declaring the mandate, the will, and the zeal of the Biafran people, which our prime minister have sacrificed for years to see that the Biafran people are liberated. Our supreme leader was kidnapped in Kenya in 2021, still because of the cause of our freedom, because of speaking and telling the entire world that there is these genocidal tendencies that is embedded in one Nigeria, where one day everyone will sleep and wake up and see their heads cut off, and they are totally Islamized. Today, the reality stares everyone to the eye, and to their very before, they can see how the Nigerian terrorist government protects and shields everything that has to do with Fulani Islamic jihadist terrorists, while the Christians and every indigenous persons in the contraption called Nigeria are butchered and slaughtered on a daily basis without anyone coming to their rescue. But when one Fulani terrorist is taken down by the indigenous persons that they have slaughtered their babies, women, and children, that is when you see that the entire world wants to speak. We salute all Biafrans, and we must intensify our effort to see that our two leaders are released. Now, welcome to this very press briefing, and let's go to the issue of the day. As part of the mitigations to see to the release of our indomitable Prime Minister, who was detained because of speaking for the Biafran people, because of sacrificing his entire life, his pleasure, his future, his family, his career, and his businesses to see that Biafran people are not butchered in their sleep. The Biafran Republic government in exile and the entire Biafran people stands in solidarity with him and to see that he is released with everything we have. So in line with every mitigations done to see that he rejoins us in no distance time, the Biafran Republic government in exile officially visited the Prime Minister in the prison detention on a one-on-one physical visit. We don't mean the one we speak on phone or we send the attorney. We mean the officials of Brgie were physically present with the Prime Minister to speak to him, to know his welfare, to know how things are going, and to know the way forward about his release. So to this very end, he sent a message to the Biafran people. Some people perceive that we said we are going to go and see the Prime Minister. No, we have gone and come back. So we are here to deliver the message of the Prime Minister to the Biafran people. On Friday, 28th of March 2025, Honorable Emma Maduboum, the CRC Advisory Chairman, and Honorable Obi Obodo, European Representative, Deputy Secretary General of Biafran Government, arrived in Finland on an official BRGI assignment to meet with our Prime Minister, His Excellency Ekpa Simon Njoko. The primary purpose of their visit was to discuss the ongoing effort to secure a Prime Minister's release and freedom. The actual meeting with our Prime Minister occurred on Saturday, 29th March 2025. And upon arrival at the facility, the BRGI contingent were escorted to the room where our Prime Minister was waiting for them. He greeted the BRGI contingent with an infectious smile, warmth exuding strength, confidence, and hopefulness for Biafra. The BRGI contingent spent 45 minutes with our Prime Minister and had a fruitful discussion with him. As you all know, the lawyers are actively working to secure the release of our Prime Minister, His Excellency Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoku, the Ambassador of Peace. And here is his message to Biafrans. He said, and I quote, "Extend my warmest regards and love to all Biafrans." He encouraged each of us to remain strong, resilient, and consistent. As our freedom is not and non-negotiable and lies firmly in our hands, He holds those who have stood firm during these trying times in high regard and calls upon all of us to wear our bravery garments going forward. However, he is deeply saddened by those who are waiting on the sidelines and on the fence or expecting him to be released before continuing the struggle for our liberation. The Prime Minister assured Biafrans that he stands for total freedom for our people and asks everyone to lend their support to BRGIE now more than ever before, because our actions today will guarantee our freedom and will echo throughout history. Our Prime Minister strongly reminded the BRGI contingent not to forget this very one to the Biafran people. Obato Bie says, "Tell the Biafran people that I love them very much, and I am committed to the total freedom of our people. May God bless our nation, and may God bless Biafran people all over the world." These are the concise messages from the Prime Minister to the Biafran people. I know some of you will be expecting to hear many other things. When the lawyers or delegations visit someone in prison or in detention, it is not everything that is meant for public consumption. So the one that is for public consumption will come to the public. The one that has to remain in-house will remain in-house. We have delivered the message. So we call on all Biafrans to take the message, and an official memo will be released from the Office of the Secretary General of the Biafran government after this to back up this very message from the Prime Minister. And at this very point, I call on the acting Prime Minister, Honorable Okechukwu Nkere, to take the stage and speak to Biafrans. APM, over to you.
Thank you. Thank you, Honorable Minister of Information, Mazi Sani Abarawa. Greetings to my fellow citizens. We salute our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, our Prime Minister, which we just read his message to his people. We remember our heroes and the Brgie government and Biafrans at large, our defense force, and both those that are sitting at home, showing their readiness to leave the contraption, the zoo terrorist animal kingdom called Nigeria, a failed state. Similar message was also delivered from our sister nation, Ambazonia, I believe yesterday, where Dr. Shu Ayoba use the same tool